Greetings from Winamac Park in Chicago on a really beautiful Columbus Day. I'm not playing hooky from work today. I actually took a floating holiday to keep it real with Columbus, which was actually great timing because Constance and I made the annual trek to my hometown of Winterset, Iowa this weekend. I am from, for those of you who don't know, from the Bridges of Madison County, is in the book, in the movie. And every year they have a festival in October celebrating the covered bridges. And so we went back this weekend. My dad set up a book signing for me at Montross Pharmacy on the town square. There's not a bookstore in Winterset anymore. There was for about 5 seconds, but the local economy couldn't quite support that. So I did a book signing in the pharmacy, and it was really great. It was our first time home since we had been pregnant. And it was the first time we got to see my sisters and my grandmother and my nieces and nephews, and it was really exciting to share the excitement with them, and also to see Aaliyah, my sister's baby that was born last May, who's now like running around and talking and dancing. She's the most amazing little dancer. She can do moves that I can't even do, and she's just a little more than one, so it's pretty advanced. At the bookstore, at the book signing, it was really great because I got to see a couple of the teachers that really set me on the course of my life, to really encourage me to be creative and to pursue my writing. And they always say if you get a chance to thank your teachers that you should, and I did, and it was really, really great. This is Mrs. Esser. I'll bring her closer because it's kind of shocking now to realize how young she must have been when she was teaching me in high school, because she still looks really, really young. And the great thing about that was that she had so much energy and so much vitality, and she really gave me and my friend Mary and my friend Sarah such encouragement to pursue, acting and theater and writing, and she was a remarkable person. And I thanked her over and over, and she has an acknowledgement in my book, and she was really kind of embarrassed and wouldn't take any of the credit, but teachers are underpaid and we don't appreciate them enough, and this woman really pushed me to be who I am today, and always made me feel like I could do it and that I could be successful. And so to publicly thank her again, Mrs. Esser, you really do deserve a lot of credit. You were an amazing teacher. The other teacher I got to see again, well, two teachers really. One was an actual school teacher, and one was more of a life coach, if you will. This is me with, the shorter one is Katie Schmidt, who is my best friend Sarah's mom, and Marianne Fons, who is my other one of my best friend Mary's mom. Katie, the shorter of the two, was the talented and gifted teacher coordinator at my school. And prior to her putting me into the talented and gifted program, I wasn't necessarily treated all that well in my school because I was from a smaller town outside of Winterset. None of the teachers knew my parents or my family or me, or I wasn't friends with their kids. And Katie recognized my talent and took me out of normal classes and pushed me so hard. My whole life, since I've gotten to be friends with Sarah too, she's been there every step of the way, encouraging me and pushing me to be better, and telling me that I could make a career out of something creative. And that goes for Marianne Fons too, who she was a single mom of 3, started her own quilting business in the middle of Winterset, Iowa, and has her own show and had her own magazine and made this empire in pursuit of quilting. And these two people set such a good example for me that anything was possible. So today, on Columbus Day, on my day off, I would like to take this opportunity just to look back and thank those teachers that helped me. I'd also like to just talk a little bit about, I got to talk with a couple of my cousins, a second cousin actually, who was having infertility issues as well, and she had a miscarriage with her first child, and the doctor told her she hadn't been so overweight she never would have miscarried, which is, as someone who's gone through infertility and who's gone through the loss of a child, albeit a very young embryo, but still a loss nonetheless. I just felt so deeply for her in her continuing struggle to conceive, and disgusted by a doctor that would tell her it wouldn't have happened if she hadn't been overweight. I know that studies show that, it can help in the conception, but doctors should never say something like that. So Mandy, I hope you can let that go and know that it was not your fault. And that goes for everyone who's struggling to conceive. It's not your fault. So I'm kind of long-winded, and I should wrap this up because this is like almost 6 minutes now. But I will be back in riding tomorrow. I took a few days break last week because I was so busy trying to get ready to go back to Iowa. So anyway, I hope everyone is having a great day, and this concludes my 3rd video blog.